Hey, this is Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com and welcome to lesson 2 of your Google AdWords Mastery Home Study course. In this lesson, we are going to have an introduction to Google AdWords. In the last lesson, we had a very good overview of what is search engine marketing and how search engines came into existence and why search engine marketing is very important. So in this lesson, we will be looking at more specifically at Google AdWords. So let's get started. History of Google AdWords. So Google AdWords was launched in the year 2000 with just a beta group of 350 advertisers. That's how they got started. Google AdWords will be completing 16 years by October 2016, and last year 2015 they celebrated the completion of 15 years. You could just browse around online for that particular event. Right now Google AdWords has more than 1 million advertisers. And Google makes more than $50 billion per year on AdWords revenue alone. Clients from 218 countries. So that's how Google AdWords is big. And you wouldn't believe, for every $3 spent on online advertising, Google AdWords gets $1 out of it. So that's how Google is big when it comes to online advertising. So just a quick overview of Google AdWords account structure. So how the entire account is structured. So you have the AdWords account, and inside the AdWords account you have different ad campaigns. So campaign basically means that if you are running a campaign to promote a particular product, then it is a campaign. So your business may have a lot of different products and services. A particular campaign promotes a particular product and it will be limited in time for a particular, maybe for 6 months or maybe 9 months, depends on what you really want to do with it. Within ad campaigns there are different ad groups, and within ad groups you have keywords, ad text and landing pages. So ad groups are basically different sets of ads for the same campaign, but these ad groups have similar themed keywords and similar landing pages. To give you an example, let us say I am running a campaign for promoting a digital marketing course, and there could be two different ad groups. One ad groups can have a set of keywords which are related to digital marketing training, digital marketing courses, which are basically similar themed, right? And the next ad group could be something like people looking for digital marketing training or to learn digital marketing so that they can improve their business. So one set could be maybe targeted to students, one set could be targeted to business people. So these will have similar set of keywords and similar set of landing pages and ad text. So you will get more clarity when I show you actual ads and case studies. So this is how the AdWords account is structured. You have the account level, the campaign level, the ad group level, and keywords, ad text and landing pages. So I will be showing you live within the AdWords account, which will give you a clearer idea. So let's get to the live overview of AdWords interface. So this is one of my AdWords account, and this account I will be using it for demonstration purposes. So in this AdWords account, we will look at what are all the different areas of the Google AdWords account. So each and every area will be covered in depth in the later videos, but to start with, you need to get comfortable with the entire AdWords interface, right? So this is the homepage. Right now we are in the homepage. As soon as you log in into an AdWords account, this is what you see. So right now you see interaction. So I have set all time since 2001, one of my AdWords accounts, just for demonstration purposes. So set it as all time, and here you can see what are all the interactions, what are all the impressions, interaction rate, average cost, conversions, cost per conversion, and the total cost which has been spent using this AdWords account. So interactions are basically clicks, and interaction rate is click-through ratio. It used to show as clicks and click-through ratio. Right now it shows as interaction rate. That's because of some of the changes that AdWords made through time. So here you will be able to customize this dashboard. Here you can see good quality but low traffic keywords, keywords below the first page bid and things like that. So this entire login, just the home page, gives you an overall idea about what's happening in your AdWords account. So next we will go to the campaigns tab. This is the most important tab, and this is where you will be spending most of your time when you are operating AdWords. So here you can see the AdWords account campaigns tab. Here you will be able to see all the campaigns that you have started. And here in the campaigns tab, here also the same campaigns that you will be able to see. So let's just click one of the campaigns. Let's click LDM, which is Learn Digital Marketing, a campaign that I ran for increasing subscribers to my free digital marketing course. So you probably have learned the lessons from my free digital marketing course, right? So this is one of the campaigns. To be honest, I did not run much on Google AdWords. Most of the campaign budget was spent on Facebook, which we will discuss more on the Facebook advertising course. But here in Google AdWords, though I have run ads for many clients using different accounts for the companies that I have worked with, in my personal account I have not run much ads for Learn Digital Marketing because Facebook was obviously giving me better ROI than Google AdWords. Google AdWords, the competition is very high. So as soon as I click on this particular campaign, I will be able to see the ad group. So inside a particular campaign, you will be able to see different ad groups. As I said, each ad group has a set of similar themed keywords. So let's say diploma in digital marketing. So if I click this, and I will be able to look at different keywords which are related to diploma in digital marketing. So if I click on this, this particular ad group has different keywords which are related to digital marketing courses in Mumbai. So these are different ad groups within the campaign. So if I click the campaign, I can see the ad groups here and as well as the ad groups here as well. So going back to the campaigns tab, so here is where you see the campaigns. If you click on ad groups, you will be able to see all the ad groups under different campaigns. So here you can see ad group, and then you can see campaign name, you can see status, and we will be covering all the different columns one by one. So let's just look at all the tabs available right now in the campaigns tab. So let's just click on one specific campaign. So this particular campaign is a search only campaign. So I will show you different types of campaign as well. So this is a search only campaign. So these are all the different tabs that we have available in search only. So the number of clicks and all the statistics is shown here. If you go to settings, you will be able to see certain settings. So here you can see search network only standard. So this is the campaign type where we are advertising different networks that we are advertising. We can change the devices. So for example, if I want to adjust the bid for different devices, or you could come to this page even by clicking the devices tab. So here Google AdWords campaigns generally run on computers, mobile devices and tablets equally. But let's say you want to adjust the bid. Let's say you don't want mobile devices to show ads. You don't want to advertise on mobile devices. What you can do is that you can click decrease by and you can enter 100%. So here it says $10 bid will become $0, which means that your ad will not show up on mobile devices. You can also do bid adjustment for tablet devices. So if I am decreasing the tablet device bid by 100%, so if you want to run ads only on desktops, then this is what you do. So here you can increase or decrease by 100%. So let's say you have two different campaigns and you want to track whether mobile or desktop is performing better. You could have one campaign where you have mobile devices and tablet devices as minus 100%, and in the next campaign, if you want to run ads only on mobile devices, you could just remove computers and put it as minus 100% for computers. So this is what you have in devices. Going back to all settings now. Here you can edit the location. So these settings you will also do when you are setting up a new campaign. So setting up a new campaign is something that we will discuss in the future video. Bid strategies, manual CPC, you have different types of bid strategies. You have enhanced CPC. So enhanced CPC basically enhances your cost per click based on certain conditions. We will cover that later. You can change bid strategy to one of these different types of bid strategies. We will come back to that later. So this is the settings tab. Let us look at ads. So when you click on ads, it shows ads for all the ad groups. So let's just click on one particular ad group, and you can see this is the particular ad within this particular ad group. So it says free digital marketing, learn digital marketing online for free, no fees, and this particular ad group has got one click and the cost per click is 30 cents here, and the average position is 8.5. So we talked about bidding in the previous lesson. If you increase the bid for this particular ad group, you can see that the maximum CPC that I have given for different ad groups, which is 30 cents. If you increase the bid, then the average position of this particular ad will also increase. So here you can see average position is 7, 6.3, 6.2. So basically, as we discussed in the previous lesson, the more you bid, the higher the ad will show up. So keywords, so this shows the keywords for all the different ad groups. So again, let's go into a specific ad group. So here you can see the different keywords that we are targeting for this particular ad group. So basically what we are telling Google is that, let's say if someone is searching for online marketing courses in Bangalore, please show my ad. So this is what we are telling Google. And inside keywords you have negative keywords. So negative keywords is something that if you don't want to trigger your ad, if certain keywords are being searched, we include it in negative keywords. So this will be covered extensively in a future lesson. So we have search terms tab. Search terms are basically the keywords that people are searching for to trigger your ad, right? So search terms are different from keywords. So keywords are the different keywords that you tell Google that if people search for keywords related to this, please show my ad. But search terms are the exact keywords that people actually search for. So this difference you will learn when we are talking about different types of keywords, exact match, phrase match, and broad match modifiers. So when we learn about it, you will understand the difference between these. So going back to the campaigns tab, you have something called ad extensions. So ad extensions are basically different types of extensions. So this we will be covering in a separate lesson. What is site link extension? What are location extensions? Call extensions? For example, just to give you a short example, if you are searching for something and if you are looking at an ad which has a phone number in it, and if you are searching via mobile, there is a call button right there on the mobile, and if you click the call button, the call connects through the mobile directly. So that is the call extension. Then you have dimensions. Dimensions are basically dimensions tab gives a lot of data about your campaigns. So here you can get all these filtration. For example, let's say we click on geographic. So here we will be able to find out from where people are actually clicking on our ads. So from which state in India. So here it gives the region, city. Sometimes Google cannot always pick up the city, but it will always pick up the region, and it will give you the location as well. Search terms is something that you get on the keywords tab also. Paid and organic report basically gives you the percentage of split between organic traffic and paid search traffic. For that you have to connect your Google Analytics account with the AdWords account. Call details, if you are having call extensions and if people are calling your ad, you will get call details here, campaign details, ad group details, user locations, top movers, final URL, destination URL. You can also filter by the day of the week. You can filter by different labels. You can create conversion categories. So all this you need not learn if you are running a general campaign. For very specific campaigns and different types of campaigns, certain areas will be helpful. For example, if you have a very huge number of pages on your site, and if you have a lot of organic search traffic as well, so here paid versus paid and organic report helps a lot in doing certain types of analysis. This is not applicable for every type of campaign in every company, but only certain types of campaigns, so that you can learn on demand. So this is what we see in the campaigns tab overall. Going back to the home campaigns tab, let's go to campaigns. So if you want to create a new campaign, this is where you create the new campaign. You click on plus campaign, and these are the different types of campaigns available in Google AdWords. You have search network with display select. This basically shows your ad in the search engine as well as in the display network. So this is something I wouldn't recommend if you are just focusing on search engine marketing. Search network only is the most common type of ad that I run, because we are focusing on search engine marketing here, not on display advertising. If you are doing display advertising, like if you want to show banner ads on other websites which run on the Google network, so basically there are websites which use Google AdSense ads on their website, right? So Google AdSense ads, if they are running on their website, you will be able to reach the audience of those websites through display network, through the AdWords interface. But that is again completely coming under display advertising category, not the search engine marketing category. Then you have shopping ads. Shopping ads are basically ads that you get on the side. So I will show you what are shopping ads. So if I am searching for order flowers online, here you can see these are the shopping ads. You would have seen these types of ads. So these are shopping ads. And then you have video ads. So video ads are basically you are running video ads on YouTube and across the web which support video. If someone is running a Google AdSense ad on their site, and if they are hosting their own videos, you can reach that audience as well. And if you are promoting apps, this is universal app campaign. You can promote your app, Android app or iOS app through the mobile web and try to get more installs for your app. So that is the app campaign. So once you go for different types of campaigns, you will be able to see different types of tabs. For example, this is one video campaign that I run as an experiment. So here you will be able to see video targeting options. So going back to the type of campaigns, I will show you how to create a new campaign. So this will be covered in depth, but if you click on search network only, so this is where you create the new campaign. So this we will do step by step in another lesson, but here you will be able to set things like daily budget, type of CPC, so default paid budget, ad extensions and everything. So this you can also edit once the campaign has been created. Like for example, here you can see some of the important features here. What is the type of network that you are targeting? Search network only. You can edit this if you want. You can change it into search network with display select or video as well. And here you have budget, which is $5 per day. You can change the budget here. These settings you will get when you are creating the campaign, but you will be able to edit it even after you have created the campaign. So this is the campaigns tab. Let's go to opportunities. So opportunities is something that Google AdWords engine tries to understand more about your ads and tries to give opportunities. For example, if a particular campaign can get more clicks by adding more keywords, then Google will suggest here, and you can just click to see what those keywords are, and those keywords will be added to your campaign. So this is the opportunities tab. This opportunities tab will be empty when you create a new Google AdWords account. And by the way, if you have not created a Google AdWords account yet, I recommend that you go and create an AdWords account as soon as possible. We have covered this in the free digital marketing course as well, how to create an AdWords account. You just need a credit card to create an AdWords account. And if you don't have a credit card, you try to make it work using a debit card, or try to get a virtual credit card to set up your account, right? Reports tab. So if you want very clear reporting, for example, if you are running a large number of campaigns and if you want a particular type of report, like for example PDF report, which will be sent to your email every week, that is something that you can set up here. So you basically click on add report. So if you want a bar chart report, let's say you want to compare clicks and ad groups. So here it will show different the amount of clicks that each ad group has got in a particular timeline. So this is all time. So if you want to check on last 30 days, it will show you last 30 days time. So basically you can configure the reports as you want, and you can add more categories to the bar chart as well. So for example, if you want to look at number of clicks and compare it with the cost and see which ad group has been getting more clicks at lesser cost, so this chart will show that to you. So going through each and every type of this particular report generation is beyond the scope of this video, but I hope you understand that it's pretty straightforward. You will get to know how this report work once you start playing around it. So if you have any questions about report generation, you can always contact me via email and get those questions clarified, but you definitely have to play around with this tool to completely understand how it works. So now we will look at the different tools available inside AdWords. So these are the different tools available. The first tool is change history. So change history basically helps you determine what are all the changes being made to your ads account. So this is really helpful if multiple people are actually managing your AdWords account, and if someone makes a change and you don't know what has changed and who made that change, you will be able to look at it at the change history. So this was specifically helpful when I was working for a client and there were 3 people managing the same AdWords account, and it was leading to a lot of confusion. So here this particular tab shows what changes has been made. For example, September 3rd we changed a bid adjustment for a particular campaign, and it will show the details. So I when we were looking at the devices, right, different types of devices, you notice that I changed desktop bid from -100% to 10%. So these things get recorded here. So every change that you make to AdWords account gets recorded here, and this basically gives intelligence data on what is going on in your AdWords account. So this is what it shows, and you can also filter this based on different categories. For example, if you just want to look at bid changes, if someone has changed the bid, it will only show the bid changes. So if you want to just look at what changes has been made to the ads, so this particular thing will show the changes to the ads that has been made. Like for example, the last change to the ad was made on December 19th, and if I click on details, it shows that status changed from enabled to paused. So that's about change history. Conversions, conversion tracking is basically you are tracking whether the people who clicked on your ad ended up completing the registration process or completing the sign up process. So this is very important, and we will be covering conversion tracking and landing pages in another lesson. So this is conversion tracking tab, and if you want to create a new conversion, you basically click on plus conversion, and what type of conversion you want to track. You want to track website conversion, you enter the website name, you enter the value, you enter the count, and so this conversion tracking, this we will be covering it separately in another lesson. Attribution. So if you want to find out where the click has come from and where the conversions have come from, attribution tool will help you do that. For example, if you want to track back whether this particular conversion has come from a mobile or it has come from a desktop, the conversion, the attribution tool will help. So here it also, so Google AdWords, what it does is that it shows the ad across devices. So if someone is looking at an ad in the desktop and the same person is looking at the ad in the mobile, it will know, Google will know based on the Google login details that it's the same person who has clicked on the ad on a desktop computer, but he has converted like basically the conversion or the sale has happened through mobile, and it's the same person. So this is cross device activity what you have here. You have assisted conversions, stop conversions, you have different paths of conversion, time lag, path length, you have click analysis. So when did the first click happen before the conversion, and when did the last click happen. So this is basically first click attribution and last click attribution. We will cover more in the conversion tracking lesson. So if you want Google Analytics, so basically there is a way to connect your Google Analytics account and your AdWords account. So that's what you will have here. Google Merchant Center is basically a login where you can control multiple AdWords accounts from a single login. So for example, if you are a digital marketing consultant and if you have 5 clients, so what you can do is that through the Merchant Center you can access all the different accounts. So right now for this particular account the Merchant Center is empty, but you can add multiple accounts through the same login and access them. So keyword planner, this keyword planner we will be looking at it in the keyword research lesson, which is the 3rd lesson. So basically Google has its own keyword research tool, and this particular keyword planner will help you research keywords. Display planner is basically if you are doing display advertising and if you want to plan where to run your display ads, that's where display planner helps. So this is a display planner. And ad preview and diagnosis is basically when you want to preview your ad whether it's running or not and how it looks. So ad preview basically helps that. So what happens is that if you go to Google directly and if you try to search for a keyword, and if you are seeing if your ad is showing up, the problem is that you are not a real user, right? You are the person who set up the ad in the first place. So the problem is that the numbers get messed up. So if you are looking at the ad 2 times and not clicking on it, then basically the click-through ratio also reduces. So basically what you should do is that if you want to check if your ad is running on Google, then you should just use this particular tool. So let me just search for something. So it basically shows what will show up. So this is just, this particular search term is not recorded in the Google system and the AdWords system. So right now none of the ads are running, so it says that your ad is not showing for this keyword right now, but you will be able to see what are all the ads that show up for a particular keyword, and this particular search term is not recorded and you cannot click on these links, right? So there is no click recorded, there is no click wasted. So this is what you have in tools. So as you understand, we are not deep diving into each and every section because this is just an overview. This is just a second lesson where you get comfortable with the AdWords interface and know what is there. So eventually we will go in depth into each and every category and understand what it is. So this is what we have in these tabs. You have home, you have campaigns, you have opportunities, you have reports and tools. So let's look at the settings tab as well. So inside the settings tab, you have billing, account settings, linked accounts, feedback form and help section. So if you go into billing section, you will be able to set up your payment method. If you have a promotional coupon for AdWords, then you can add that particular promotional coupon inside the billing settings. So this is the account settings tab. So here if you want to add more users to your account, you can click on account access and you can add users so that other people can access your account. You can give their email address and you can give the access level also. It can be administrative access, standard access, read only access or email only access. So administrative access means that you are the super admin, and if you give administrative access to anyone, they have controls to everything. If you have standard access, then they can do most of the things like such as manage the campaigns, change the bids, create ads and everything, but they will not be able to add or remove users. Basically administrative options will not be there for standard access. Read only access is basically if you want to give it to someone for reviewing your AdWords account, you give a read only access, but they will not be able to change anything, but they will be able to look at all the campaigns and they will be able to look at all the statistics that is available inside the AdWords account. So most of the sections are self-explanatory. And linked accounts is basically you can link two different accounts. Like for example, if you want to link analytics account and Google AdWords account, you will be able to do it from linked accounts. So here you can see you have Google Analytics, Search Console, which is Google Webmaster Tools, Google Play, YouTube, and all this you can link together. So that is the linked accounts for you. And feedback and help section are basically self-explanatory. And this is basically notifications. So notifications gives you notifications about your account or something in Google AdWords that is general for everyone. So you can dismiss the notifications. So I hope this video has given you an overview of what the entire Google AdWords dashboard is about. It looks very complex, but I think we have gone over most of the tabs and we have explained what most of the areas does, right? So this should make you pretty comfortable. One last thing we will look at is columns. So here you have different columns and you can modify the columns to look at different data. So attributes, you have campaign type, subtype, labels, campaign ID, bid strategy type. You have performance attributes here. If you want things like, if you want CTR, an average CPC to show up, you basically select them, you click on apply, and those things will be added to the columns here. So there are various columns which help you determine the performance of your ad campaigns. So if you want call details, then you can add call details. You can reorder the category. For example, if you want the cost to show up first, you can put it up on the top, click on apply, and you will be able to see the cost shows up first. After campaign budget and status, which is standard, the cost shows up first. So you can basically play around with this tool. This is basically show or hide graph. If you want the graph to be shown, you can click on this. This is for downloading the reports. And here in the graph you can actually do different types of analysis. Like for example, if you want the difference between CTR and clicks, you want to see the graph, and you want to see whether clicks have increased and CTR has also increased, then you can see this. If you want to compare CPC and CTR, you can just put average CPC versus CTR. So this graph is dynamic, and it helps you do a lot of analysis based on all the data that you have inside. So yeah, so that's pretty much the AdWords interface. Hope you are now comfortable with it. Go around and go through all the tabs in your own AdWords account. If you don't have an AdWords account, get one, which is really important to learn AdWords. Now the entire AdWords interface should not be looking intimidating for you, and I promise that once you start running a few campaigns and once you start playing around with these tools, you will get comfortable with AdWords, and then you will become an AdWords expert. Someone new who is just entering AdWords, this entire interface will look very intimidating. It was like that for me when I got started with AdWords, but now almost every nook and corner of AdWords is now comfortable with me because I have been using it consistently. So use it more and you will get comfortable with it. So in the first lesson, we looked at a broad introduction to search engine marketing. In the second lesson, we have looked at AdWords specifically. In the third lesson, we will be looking at keyword research, which is one of the most important areas of search engine marketing. And in the further lessons, we will go deeper and deeper into specific areas such as how to create a campaign, how to analyze negative keywords, how to create landing pages that convert, how to do conversion tracking, and all such things. So I will see you in the next lesson. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.